Hello everyone, welcome to PUC Online Classroom. Today I am moving on to activity number 4, which is about grammar focus, past modals for degrees of certainty. So if you take a look at the word certainty means, the word certainty itself means sure, alright, and past modal we have learned from previous lessons. So past modal is about the model in the past, and usually it is in the form of subject, modals, have, and plus past participle. All right. So today's lesson we're going to focus on past modals for degrees of certainty. It means that we're going to use a past modal to talk about the certainty, but when it is in the past. All right. So we will talk about the three parts right here. We have it almost certain, it's not possible, and it's possible. All right, so take a look at the handout, and I have the handout for you as well right here. So we have past modals for degrees of certainty, the same grammar point. We have 2 points. One is possibility, that is the first one, and number 2, past modal of certainty. So the difference between the two is about the possibility, everyone, or about the certainty. So sometimes if you are somewhere about 60%, then you should use a certain model. All right. So I'm not going to define the percentage of each model, but I just want to tell you exactly which one is stronger. All right. Which one is more certain. Okay. So let me begin with number 1, possibility with may, might, could have, past participle. If we compare this, to our lessons, we have may, might, could. Even could is also possible. Could is not possible as well. Almost certain, must. Okay, almost not. Just an example right here. So it is not possible or possible. It is okay. It's just a matter of having a negative form. All right. So you don't have to get confused with this too. Okay. So let me bring you back to the handout. If you take a look at this, we have subject, modals, plus have, plus past participle. All right. And as you can see the example right here, she may have gotten lost. He could have been the agent of another government. Organized crime may have ordered the assassination, things like this. Pei might have been crazy. Is a person. Something wrong with the spelling right here, but it should be a certain kind of name. But anyway, fine. And let's move on to past modal of certainty. So this is about past modal is the same thing, but it expresses the possibility. But this one is certainty. Maybe something is more certain than this. All right, so that we can use must or could and have. Why could or couldn't is also in this part, just because could right here is more certain than may and might right here, and that is similar. All right, it's similar to this one, but we would like to put could with the certainty, but it's not about 100%. It's not about like mass, because mass is stronger. All right, could is somewhere like mass. If mass is something like 90%, then could should be 70 or 80. All right, it should be somewhere right there. So once again, everybody, past modal right here, we talk about certainty, the degree, in the past, not in the present. All right. So if you take a look at some examples of the second one, he must have gone to bed earlier. So you are somewhere 90%, or maybe 100% if you have something to know about this person. Okay, they must not have stayed home. She couldn't have turned on her cell phone. Thanks for helping me paint my house. I couldn't have done it without you. She couldn't have met him along the way. Okay, so if you compare must and could, of course must is stronger than could. All right, and could is stronger than may is stronger than might. Okay, so that is the reason may, might, even could, also in possibility, but something that more certain we use with must. Okay, so we talk about the possibility in the past. We try to guess what happened. Okay, So if you take a look at this example, forget about the answers right here. I didn't see your sister yesterday. Okay, so you might not get the idea. So let me give you a different example. Let's say your friend and was absent. So because we talk about the action in the past, so your friend was absent yesterday, and then all of us try to guess. So this is A, and then we have B. So we try to guess about the possibility why he was absent. All right. So uh, just an example, you are very close to him, and you might know the reason. Not you might. Uh, you probably know the reason. All right, why he was absent yesterday. Then you might come up with a strong possibility, or maybe you are certain about the reason why he was absent yesterday, and you can say he must have gone, or he must have gone out, right, with friends. Or maybe you can say he must have hang out with friends. All right, so because but the reason why he was absent, and the other, okay, the other about your friend as well, but he or she doesn't know about him clearly, so he or she might say he could, all right, if somebody has 70%, he could have um, been, or let's say he could have had an accident. So it could be, all right, it could be, but this is about in the past, everybody. And D, not so sure. So he or she try to guess. He might have had a date. Just an example. We don't know exactly what happened, but well, I'll try to give you the possible answers right here. So let's say we have this situation, right? Your friend was absent yesterday, and we try to guess. We try to give the possibility with the situation right here. And remember, this action happened in the past, okay? And we try to give the degree of certainty or degree of possibility, things like this, by using models right here. So if you are sure enough, then you can come up with must. But it doesn't mean that it is 100%, all right? But it's stronger than the other, okay? And could is stronger than my, okay? So that you can come up with different reasons as long as you know uh, the reason why, okay? Or you have different ideas that is more likely that is going to happen, all right? It was going to happen, so that you can try that. But if you're not really sure, then you can come up with may or might, okay? But whatever you use the models right here, you have to stick with the form have and past participle. You can see right here, okay? So the difference is only the models right here. So the degree of certainty, the degree of possibility, all right? Okay, so nothing much. So let me go back to our lesson. So as you can see right here, she must have left already. It means that someone believed that maybe almost 100% she left, okay? And possibility or not possibility is the same. Okay, I already explained that could is stronger than may, and may is stronger than might, all right? Okay, so now let's go to the exercise, and if you have questions, don't worry, you can leave me question in our Telegram group chat, and I will answer to your questions. So right now, let's try exercise all together. Read each situation and choose the best explanation. All right. Pay attention to the reduced forms in past modals as well. Okay, that's okay. Reduced form, we know that. Okay. Let's take a look at the situation side and explanation side later. So Maura couldn't keep her eyes open. What's wrong? He or she could not. Okay. Uh, open the eyes. Maybe stay up late. Brian got a call and looked worried. The teacher looks very happy today. Jane is in a terrible mood today. Doesn't feel good. Jeff was fired from his job. My cousin is broke again, doesn't have money. Okay, so let's take a look at the explanation right here. He may have gotten a raise, higher salary, or add up, you get a raise. Your salary is 500, now you get $600, just an example, a month. She must not have gotten enough sleep. He might not have done his work on time. And D, she could have had a fight with her boyfriend. E, she must have spent too much last month. And last one, F, he couldn't have heard good news. Okay, so let's try to match all together. So number one, Mara couldn't keep her eyes open, so that is letter B. All right, she must not have gotten enough sleep. That is the reason he, she had to keep her eye closed. Number two, Brian got a call and looked worried. So the answer is he couldn't have heard good news. Something bad happened to him, okay, after a call. The teacher looks very happy today. Do you think so? All right, so let's try to check. He may have gotten a raise. Yeah, it goes to A. Jane, number four, is in a terrible mood today. Doesn't feel well. And so the answer is she could have had a fight with her boyfriend. All right. Jeff was fired from his job. Okay, sorry to hear that, Jeff. So the answer is letter C, he might not have done his work on time. That is the problem. Okay. And the last one, my cousin is broke again. And then you can say E, she must have spent too much last month. All right. Okay, so that's it for this. Let me wrap up the answers once again. Number 1B, number 2F, 3A, 4D, 5C, and 6E, not 6C, all right, 6E. So that's it for this part, and let's go to number 5. This is listening, so you can listen to the audio that I already sent to you, okay, so that you can just listen and get the answer. Jumping to conclusions. It's like you see certain kind of situation and then you finally draw the conclusion, or you might go to the conclusion of the story. Okay, sometimes you don't even know what happened, but you try to jump into the conclusion, which is might be right or might be wrong. Okay, so do not. So your job is to listen, all right, and answer to the question, what did happen? How similar were your explanations? So take a look at the picture first and try to guess something wrong. Let's take a look at these three. They're looking down the sea. All right, maybe something wrong, the shark right there, or he or she, or one of them dropped the phone. All right, or something amazing right there. So you have to guess. All right, and then you can check and listen whether you have the same explanation or the same conclusion. All right, and that's it. And you can take a look at the second one. She when she went down or she went up. Okay, you don't know. You can try to guess. Okay, or she ran away. To see her boyfriend. But look at that. She was on her pajamas. Am I right? So try to guess and give the conclusion. All right, and then later listen in order to find out whether you have the same answer or not. All right. Okay, so that's it for number 5, and number 6 is about speaking. We are not going to focus on that. Number 8, yes, so this activity I will talk later in the next session, all right, because this is going to be important for this grammar point, all right. So number 8 will be the next session, and I think that's it for today. But once again, before I leave, I just want to wrap up the lesson for today, which is about past modal for degrees of certainty. So this is about past modal that you have, that you can give, that you can give the certain or certainty or the possibility about the past action. And if you are strong enough, if you're sure enough, then you might come up with must. And if you are somewhere about 70 or 80%, then you can try could. And 60 maybe may, or 50 you can try my. All right, Okay, so once again, if you have question, ask me in our Telegram group chat. Okay, and I have to say goodbye right now. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you. All right. Not tomorrow. Sure, tomorrow. Okay, I'm kidding. There will be tomorrow for the next session. All right. Goodbye, everyone.